Today I'll be unboxing and taking a look at the Echo Flex, trying to work out exactly why Amazon have made this product and where it fits in their product range. Welcome back to another episode of Stu's Reviews. Before we begin, if you find today's video of any help to you at all, I'd massively appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you do, hit that notification bell as well, and you'll be the first to hear about new Stu's Reviews episodes when they drop. And I've got a couple of comparison videos planned in the future on the Echo Studio and the Symfonisk IKEA speakers, so stay tuned for those. Right, here it is. So let's talk about it. This is a very, very unusual product because they already have a very budget Amazon Echo device, which is the Dot, and that is something that people have loved for years and years. And that has always been one of the cheaper options on the Echo range. In fact, I think it's been the cheapest option. This is cheaper. Although it's not that cheap at the moment, it's about £25. I reckon they're going to do some Black Friday deals on this potentially, so I reckon it'll be a lot cheaper. But goes back to the point, this is cheaper than the Echo Dot. So I'm going to open it and try and work out why it's cheaper. First thing, you've used plastic in the outside of the packaging. Now yes, fine, that protects it if your postie leaves it outside in the rain, but it is useless plastic packaging. Amazon, stop using plastic in your packaging. Now I'm hoping this is going to be a relatively straightforward setup. Well, that was bigger than I expected. Actually, that is far bigger than I anticipated. Let's get out of this more plastic that Amazon have used. Needless, absolutely needless. And plug it in. Okay, a light has turned on the top here. I don't know if you can see that. See it blinking there like a cyborg.
Just download the Alexa app and follow the instructions.
Oh my god, shush! Be quiet.
Just a moment.
Ooh.
Your Echo is ready.
Ah, there we go. Brilliant. So it did actually set up without me doing anything, so that is fantastic. Right, I'm in. So let's hear that speaker quality by just asking it what the weather is. What's the weather?
Currently, in Brecon/Aberhadu, it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect showers, with a high of 45 degrees and a low of 41 degrees.
That is a poor speaker. It sounds like she's talking on one of those things you used to make as a child, where you'd use a cup and a piece of string. That's not good, I'm not going to lie, so I don't have high hopes for the audio quality when I listen to some music in a second. But to be fair, the Dot, which is £10 more, has a 1.6 inch speaker. This has a 0.6 inch speaker, so there is a big difference in that speaker sound. Let's just play some music anyway for a laugh and see how well or not well it performs. Oh god. Now there's no volume control on this. This sounds awful. Oh my embarrassment. That is awful. So volume 10. Okay, so quite clearly this is not a music device in any way, shape or form. It purely is meant to be an assistant, a voice assistant, to control your lights, to control your environment. And it does and has integrated very, very straightforward. I mean, so turn off banker's lamp.
Okay.
So turn on studio.
Okay.
Right, what else can you do? Well, First of all, there's a couple of other things in here. So there's a 3.5mm audio output, which I guess there's a little bit of a benefit here, because it means that if you are using another set of speakers, it means that you can plug this into the wall down below without having something like a dot on the shelf plugged into the speakers. It means that this can hide away down below somewhere else and create smart speakers. Although the criticism with that would be that the mics aren't going to pick you up very easily if it is underneath a cabinet. So it swings and roundabouts there, really. But you have got that 3.5mm audio out to play music through better speakers. Interestingly, it's also, and this is where I'm interested in this device, it's also got a USB port on the bottom. Now, you can get a bunch of accessories that work with this, and they actually look quite cool. I'll flash them up here now for you, but this is an example of two here. There's one that's a light that goes underneath it, and then there's also a motion sensor as well, both of which you can simply just plug in the bottom, and then it works through the device, which I quite like. Question is, can I turn off the plug functionality through voice control? I don't know. Let's try plugging my phone in and see what happens. Right, my phone should charge now. Yep, it's charging. So, let's see if I can turn it off. So turn off Echo Flex. Well, that's a bit of a shame. If you can't use this as a smart plug, despite the fact it's got the USB port on the bottom, that is a bit of a crying shame. I think they've missed a bit of a trick there. Well, do you know what? This, I think, is going to be a very, very quick review. There isn't much else I can say about this particular product. It's a pretty minimalistic thing. Is it worth buying? Well, I don't know. I'm not that impressed by it, because most people's plugs are on the floor behind cabinets, and if you put it there, it's not going to be able to hear you properly. So what realistically are the uses? I mean, maybe if you have a kitchen unit with it on the side, it does look a bit better than a dot, but then the speaker's terrible, and if you're in the kitchen, you do like to listen to music. For me, this is just a very, very strange product, and I don't get it. I'm sure there's people out there now watching this video, and you're probably screaming at me from the other side of the screen saying that I use it all the time, or I really like it, I think it's perfect. And do you know what? That is fine. You be you. But me personally, I don't really think this should have a place in Amazon's lineup, because it's just a bit odd. But if you do use one of these, or you are planning on using one of these for a specific reason or function, let us know in the comments below, because I'm sure everyone would love to find out exactly how you're using this device. But as I said, for me, this has missed the mark a little bit. And that concludes today's really quick review. That's the quickest review I've done in a long time. Massive thanks for stopping by. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and as well hit that notification bell for more Stu's reviews. And a huge thanks to all my current patrons. You guys are incredible, and I couldn't do Stu's reviews without you. And I'll see you back for another episode soon.